This video will show you how to enter and edit data in Excel 2010. The first thing we need to do is select the cell. I come up here and I select cell A1. I can tell that it's selected because of the dark black border around the cell, and also the column name A and the row name 1 are highlighted yellow. So that's my active cell. I'm just going to put some data in here so that we can work with it. And I'm going to hit enter. When I hit enter, my selected cell goes down a row. If I were to hit tab, it would go over a column. So enter is down, tab is to the right. And I'm just going to enter some more data here so that we can work with it. Another neat thing to do is to be able to enter a new row within the same cell. And you do this by hitting the Alt and the Enter key on your keyboard. So you'll come out with something like this. Notes, Alt Enter, and then Optional, and it's going to look like this when I hit Enter. I'm going to put some more data in here to work with so that we can see how to work with a series of data. I'm going to type 1 and then 2. Just to take a note here, since we have a good screen that shows this little teeny tiny box down in the lower right hand corner of the selected cell, that's called the handle. And just remember that because we're going to use it in a minute. Okay, so I hit 1 and enter and 2 and enter, and my data looks like this. Now I'm going to select both cells A2 and A3, and I'm going to get my cursor right on that little handle, and my cursor changes into that crosshair. See that right there? I'm going to grab that handle and I'm going to drag it downward. And Excel's intelligence is going to understand that we would like to copy the series of numbers on down. So it's going to autofill 3, 4, and 5 for us. It'll do that with months as well. So I've typed January and then February here. And then I go back and I select both the cells B2 and B3, grab that handle, notice my cursor has changed into that little crosshair, and I'm going to pull downward, click and drag. And I'm going to get a visual here from Excel that tells me, I believe you want me to put March in this next cell down, and so forth. As I drag downwards here, we'll get more visuals showing. And in fact, that's what I want it to do, so I'm going to drag it down there and hit enter. I'm just going to enter some more total sales data here so that we can work with this. And then I'm going to put a long piece of data in cell D4 so that we can work with that as well. Notice that column A is rather offset, and it's too wide, really. We're going to change the width of the column by clicking exactly on the column name A. So we're going to click right here, and that's going to select the whole column. All the rows will light up, and column A. And we're going to get our cursor exactly in between. That's a bad screenshot. The cursor will change like this when you put your cursor exactly in between the two column headings. And with the cursor like that, I double clicked, and you'll see that from here to here the column collapsed. It auto sized. It did an auto width. And then I came over here to do that again. I put my cursor exactly in between column D and E, right on that line. I can click and drag to the width that I want it to be as well. So I can click and drag this way, and you can see I've got a wider cell now here for column D. I could also select the column select the cell D4 just by clicking on it, and I can come up here to this button, and when I click this button it's going to wrap the text. So rather than making the column wider, I can wrap the text within the width of the column that I have created. Let's just do some quick formatting here. I'm going to select cells A1 through D1. I can come up here, I can use any of the formatting. I'm going to make this bold, and you could change the font type, the font size. You can use borders, lots of different formatting. Just play with the formatting. Here's another neat feature. I'm going to select all of my total sales here by clicking and dragging down. And then I'm going to come up here and change the format of the number. And what I want to pick, of course, is currency, because my sales are in currency. And when I click on currency, it's going to change it. So now we've got a $sign and 2 decimal points here that are going to auto format for us. So that's just some quick tips on entering and editing data.